Some moments seem too unreal to be true until a camera captures them. Flashing souls, bodies that refuse to rest, and signs from beyond explanation. These aren't just stories. They are extraordinary miracles. Hard to believe, yet undeniable once seen. Let's begin. A doctor was escorting a body to the morgue when things took a horrifying turn. As he reached the door, another official stepped in to help. But just as they began moving the stretcher inside, the lifeless corpse suddenly sat up. Both men bolted in terror, and the security camera cut out seconds later. Has the person actually come back to life, or had something else returned in their place? That's what people online began to wonder. Some called it a rare medical phenomenon. Others weren't so sure. The footage ends there. Nobody knows what happened next. And honestly, some mysteries are better left that way. Glowing presence. A hospital security camera captured footage that's been making waves online. The patient, a woman reportedly in critical condition, was alone in her room when something extraordinary happened. A glowing arm seemed to appear beside her bed, gently reaching out. And she even seemed to be talking to the figure, calm and unafraid. A nurse spotted the moment on CCTV and rushed to check. By the time she arrived, the woman was fast asleep, smiling. Her heart rate was stable for the first time in hours. Many believe it was an angel, quietly comforting her when she needed it most. Cross signal. A strange footage recorded at a funeral home was going viral for the scariest reason. The coffin had been prepared with the deceased inside, but then things took a chilling turn. The wooden cross mounted behind the coffin began to move on its own, shifting and tilting as if responding to something unseen. Some viewers insisted the motion proved the spirit was trying to send a message to loved ones. Others feared the movement was the work of something far darker, an entity using the symbol to make itself known. The clip left people unsettled and searching for answers. Take a look at another footage that made viewers tremble with fear. A funeral home worker was dusting a coffin late at night when something terrifying happened. As she turned her back, the coffin lid began to open. For a brief second, hands could be seen pushing it upward. But when she spun around, the lid slammed shut again, as if nothing had happened. Shaken to her core, she dropped everything and bolted out of the room, too exhausted and frightened to even look back. Was the person inside somehow still alive? Or was this a sinister trick played by something unseen? Soul leaves man. Most of us have experienced a dream where we feel outside of ourselves, only to jolt awake as if summoned back. Some researchers believe that while we sleep, our souls might actually drift, only to return and create our dreams. This theory became more compelling when a surveillance camera recorded a shadowy silhouette leaving a man's sleeping body, then returning as he awoke. Could our nightly dreams really be brief separations, where our spirits roam just beyond our reach? Yard visitors. A home security camera caught something strange one night that startled the homeowners. Two misty shapes drifted through the yard, appearing like floating figures wrapped in robes. Oddly, the motion detector reacted to them. When the shapes vanished, the yard light switched off and the camera flipped to night vision, implying something large had triggered the sensor. No person was ever seen on the property, only those two silent forms gliding across the lawn. The clip spread quickly online, and people were divided. Some said the footage showed angels making their presence known, perhaps warning or protecting the family, while skeptics searched for a simpler explanation. Heavenly sign. Inside a church in Moscow, Russia. In September, during morning prayer, worshippers reported feeling a sudden warmth. That's when it appeared. A glowing figure of pure radiant light floating down the aisle. It moved gracefully to the center, then slowly sank into the ground before vanishing. Witnesses swore it was shaped like a human. Many believed this was an angel blessing the faithful, while others claimed it was a divine sign, perhaps even a message signaling the arrival of Jesus. Silent visitor. Nurses monitoring a patient were left shocked by what the camera captured. A strange mist hovered near the bedside, shifting in color from light to dark as it drifted to one side of the bed. Alarmed, the nurses rushed to the room, but by the time they arrived, the patient had already passed away. The chilling footage quickly spread, with many convinced it showed the Grim Reaper taking the patient's soul. Others, more skeptical, dismissed it as nothing more than a camera malfunction. Whether supernatural or not, the moment unsettled everyone who watched it. What do you think it really was? Miracle awakening. In this chilling footage, a family gathered for a funeral, offering final goodbyes. As one relative stepped forward for a last touch, the unthinkable occurred. The loved one stirred, slowly awakening before everyone's eyes. Shock and disbelief spread through the mourners, shifting grief into astonishment and even hope. Was this truly a miraculous occurrence defying nature? Or could it have been a rare medical phenomenon imitating the stillness of a corpse? Here's another clip that gave countless viewers chills. It showed a worker at a funeral home preparing a body for burial when something terrifying happened. The corpse suddenly moved, its arm lifting into the air as if coming back to life. The worker immediately panicked and ran from the room. Shadow's farewell. In 2017, a man unknowingly captured the final moments of his life on camera. As he lay asleep, a dark, shadowy figure slowly rose from his body, lingering in the air before fading away. Hours later, his family found him, peaceful yet gone. When they reviewed the footage, they saw the unsettling shape, hovering near him as if reluctant to leave. Was this the man's spirit hesitating, realizing it was time to move on? Or was it merely a shadow, captured in an eerie moment that left the family with more questions than answers? Share your thoughts in the comments. Misty Guardian.
Julio César Flores.
A mother was casually recording her son playing outside, never expecting the footage to reveal something chilling. While reviewing it later, she noticed a strange, misty figure emerging from a nearby tree. The shape seemed to trail behind the boy, almost as if it were following him before vanishing into thin air. Confused, she shared the clip online, asking for answers. Many people believed it was a guardian angel watching over the child, while others were convinced it was the spirit of a beloved pet that had passed away, now playing beside him once more. But what do you think it was? Glowing figure. A man hiking through the woods climbed a quiet hill to take in the view, but something unusual caught his eye. There, high up in a tree, something was glowing. He pulled out his camera and zoomed in, and what he captured left him shaken. Perched on a branch was a humanoid figure, draped in a white, luminous robe. It didn't move, it just sat there, silently. The hiker later said he believed it was an angel, a divine being, caught in a moment of prayer deep in the woods. Soul's departure. The veil between life and the afterlife isn't as hidden as we believe, and it has been shown in this chilling CCTV recording from a hospital in China. Just after a patient's final breath, the camera turns towards the person. Then, the inexplicable happened. A smoky figure rose, and it looked like it or he was reluctant to leave, before vanishing into the air. Staff dismissed it as a technical glitch, but replay after replay left them thinking, this sight could truly be a soul departing its earthly vessel. Restless bag. This eerie clip was recorded inside the morgue department of a hospital, showing the body of a person zipped inside a black body bag. The feet were visible at the edge of the bag, and suddenly they moved, almost like the person was alive. Moments later, the entire body shifted, sending chills to anyone watching. Some believe the man had slowly started coming back to life, an impossible twist that defied logic. Others, however, feared something far darker, claiming an evil spirit was attempting to possess the lifeless body. Whatever the truth was, the unsettling footage left many terrified and disturbed. Pure soul. This eerie video, filmed inside a mosque, shows one worshipper seemingly unlike the others. While most attendees pray in modest, dark clothing, one figure stands out, surrounded by an almost unearthly glow, shining bright amidst the crowd. The video has sparked numerous discussions, with some claiming it's proof of a pure soul, while others believe it could be an angel visiting Earth to join in worship. Regardless, this figure seems to exist on a plane that others cannot see, casting a quiet but profound aura that has stirred both believers and skeptics. Soul ascent. This shocking footage took the internet by storm. CCTV inside a room captured something hard to believe. As a man lay sleeping, a shadowy humanoid shape rose from within him. It sat upright, then slowly ascended toward the ceiling, until it vanished from view. Many were convinced it was the man's soul leaving his body. That led to speculation that his soul might have only left for a short while. Something some believe happens to all of us when we sleep. Whether true or not, the sight was nothing short of haunting. Holy baptism. This video has gone viral in the Christian community of the Dominican Republic. It shows a group of religious leaders preparing to perform a baptism in a forest when something incredible happened. Glowing figures appeared near the trees, silent, luminous, and still. One witness, standing at a distance, pulled out her phone and began filming. The figures didn't move, but they seemed to watch. The pastor later said they were robed in white, with no visible faces. For many, there was no doubt. These were angels, sent to honor the baptism and bless everyone who stood beneath the trees. Final farewell.
Bye. Bye-bye. Yeah.
In a heart-wrenching moment, a little girl visited her mother's grave with her aunt. Just as they were about to leave, the girl suddenly looked up, smiled, and waved, like someone was standing right there. Her aunt was puzzled. The cemetery was empty. Then the girl stepped onto her mother's grave, leaned up as if to kiss someone, and whispered goodbye. Her aunt stood frozen, filming the whole unusual scene. She swore her niece saw something she couldn't, and maybe, just maybe, it was a mother saying goodbye one last time. A hand that moved. In 2021, a grieving family gathered for a farewell, unaware that the most surprising moment was yet to come. A man saw a hand move, faint but undeniable, through the glass of the coffin when it was in its resting place. Was it the body's last spark of life, or the soul's final gesture before departing? Some say it was an illusion, a trick of the light. Others insist it was something far more profound. Shielded. A home security camera captured something extraordinary in an otherwise quiet neighborhood. While reviewing footage, the homeowner noticed a man walking casually down the street. Nothing unusual at first, but then, behind him, a strange translucent shape suddenly appeared. It expanded like a glowing shield, hovered for a brief moment, and vanished without a trace. The man never looked back. Some say it was just a trick of light, but others believe it was something more, a guardian angel stepping in during a moment of unseen danger. A silent protector caught only by chance. Heavenly cloud.
Oh, see it! It is so pretty!
On the 16th of September 2025, people in Mississippi noticed a strange, never-before-seen cloud formation that looked like a robed humanoid figure. Witnesses snapped photos and videos as the shape hovered above the horizon. Many people were convinced they were seeing Jesus and flooded socials with prayers. A handful of people took it as a final warning, saying it proved the end times were near and began making urgent preparations. Skeptics pointed to pareidolia and odd lighting, but for those who saw it, the sight felt like a direct message, coincidence, or really a sign. Butterfly blessing. In Japanese belief, butterflies are thought to carry the spirit of the deceased, often representing a recently departed soul. So when a butterfly landed on the bride during her wedding ceremony, she teared up, having recently lost her father and wishing he could be there. Maybe this was his way of showing up for his daughter. Skeptics called it coincidence. But what were the odds of a butterfly sneaking into a wedding hall and landing on the bride of all people? Not impossible, but still extraordinary. Many believed it was her father, quietly supporting her on her big day. Premonition saved. Some people believe children have an unexplainable gift, a kind of premonition that lets them sense danger before it strikes. One home. CCTV seemed to capture exactly that. A woman was preparing to leave when her young grandson suddenly ran up, clinging to her and refusing to let her go. She laughed it off, holding him close as she carried him toward his mother. But then, in that very moment, lightning struck outside. So close, the flash and roar shook the house. Coincidence? Maybe. But many believe the boy sensed it coming and saved his grandmother's life. Some even call it a miracle. Heavenly visitor. A group of friends sat around a small campfire, laughing, recording, and enjoying their night. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary, at least not at first. Later, when they posted the clip online, it went viral. Folks online noticed something the friends had completely missed. A strange figure suspended above the flames. The shape was uncanny, almost too precise, like a being with wings hovering in silence. Many were convinced it was no coincidence, claiming it was a divine sign. Could this have been an angel making its presence known, or just a trick of the fire and shadows? I'll let you decide in the comments. Heavenly light. This clip was recorded during Mass inside the Igreja de São Francisco de Assis in Salvador, Bahia. Witnesses reported something peculiar at the altar one morning. A light appeared to emerge from the Blessed Sacrament. Many who saw it believed it was a sign from above, a heavenly blessing illuminating the holy space. Worshippers continued singing, filled with awe. Others reacted with fear, interpreting the event as a warning or a sign of the end times. Whatever the truth, that moment left everyone present convinced they had witnessed something extraordinary. Guardian orb.
What is it? Look at the way. Look. It's lingering.
On April 21st, 2021, a woman home alone with her child checked the baby monitor and froze. Her child, supposed to be napping upstairs, was being circled by a bright orb of light. The little hand reached out and briefly touched it, and the orb vanished. The footage spread fast, sparking debate. Some netizens said it was a lost loved one, returning as a glowing presence to watch over the child. Others argued it was a guardian angel making itself known. For many who watched, the clip felt like proof that something unseen still walks beside us.
Oh my god. Did she just touch it? Where did it go?
Flag signal. A woman was visiting her loved one in the cemetery with her family when something caught her attention. A flag on one grave kept moving in a strange, repeating motion, though there was no wind and not a single leaf stirred. She walked closer, filming the bizarre sight, and noticed every other flag was still. As she approached, her skirt began to sway in the same rhythm as the flag. The looped motion felt deliberate, like a signal. She believed the spirit of the deceased was trying to attract her, perhaps seeking company or sending some other message. She left unsettled, but convinced something had reached out that day still. Pink vision.
Can you see this little pink girl here?
A man was recording his terminally ill mother, wanting to hold on to every memory with her before she departed for good. But during the filming, she suddenly said something strange.
The pink girl? No, I can't see the pink girl.
Yet no one else was there. No pink girl could be seen anywhere. There's a long-standing belief that those nearing their final moments begin seeing what others cannot. Angels, lost relatives, even childhood companions. Many thought this woman's vision might have been a comforting presence, perhaps a forgotten friend from her youth returning to ease her passing. A haunting yet tender glimpse into the unknown. Afterlife visit. On December 29th, 2024, a Michigan homeowner was standing outside her house at night when something unexpected happened. A small glowing orb appeared out of nowhere and floated gently near her. But to her, it wasn't just a ball of light. She believed it was her beloved pet dog reaching out from the afterlife. She described a strange sense of calm, and the orb even paused where her dog used to sit. Whether it was grief, memory, or something else entirely, she never saw it again, but she waits for it every night. Ghost pup. A man who had recently lost his dog was reviewing CCTV footage from inside his home when he noticed something strange. A dog-shaped shadow walking by. He became convinced it was his beloved companion paying him a visit from the afterlife. While some dismissed it as a simple camera glitch, many believed it was a genuine miracle. A final visit from a loyal friend. Baptismal blessing. In the riverside of Honduras, a baptism turned into an event that defied explanation. As two individuals emerged from the water, surrounded by loved ones, a strange mist appeared overhead, hovering just above them. It wasn't just any mist, it glowed, taking on a humanoid shape, as though embracing the newly baptized. While skeptics may dismiss it as a mere atmospheric anomaly, those who witnessed the sight felt differently. To them, it was more than coincidence. It was a divine blessing, a spiritual presence marking their sacred moment. Sky Messenger. Angels have started appearing in the sky, or so people claim. But this time, the claim came with evidence. In Houston, Texas, on June 13th, 2025, dozens of residents filmed something extraordinary. A cloud formation that looked unmistakably like an angel, not just a vague shape. One photo even showed what looked like detailed wings, feathers and all. Many took it as a sign, a heavenly presence watching from above. But the timing sent chills down everyone's spines. Just days later, the flash floods came, and suddenly, that angel didn't feel like a blessing, but a warning. Some say it was one of the signs spoken of in Scripture, a messenger not of peace, but of the end of times. Angel's Vigil. Sometimes, life shows us signs so extraordinary, they seem impossible until they're caught on tape. A US CCTV camera recorded a bright object streaking across the night sky, glowing against the dark. Upon reviewing it, neighbors connected the moment to the passing of an elderly woman that very night. Now they wonder if the strange light might have been an angel or spirit, quietly watching over her as she slipped into the unknown. Final flight. An American citizen was airlifted to a hospital because it was an emergency after an incident happened on the road. However, as the helicopter went up, something inexplicable appeared on the camera. an eerie, glowing phenomenon lingering in the air. It could be the spirit of the patient, leaving its body as it soared toward the afterlife. Or it simply could be a trick of the light, dust stirred by the helicopter's takeoff. What do you say? Hospice light. A camera captured faint, bright orbs hovering around a hospice patient who passed away soon after. Nurses who have seen these orbs believe they might be the souls of the departing, or even the spirits of angels, guiding them peacefully toward their next place. For those who watch, the footage is an unsettling reminder of the mystery surrounding life's final moments, and what, if anything, waits beyond. Face in clouds. One local was enjoying the pleasant weather when he looked up and saw something he'd never forget. High above, a strange cloud formation seemed to form the face of a person, calm, watchful, almost divine. He stared in awe, and in that quiet moment, a thought struck him. Was it a coincidence or a sign? They say God is always watching, and the man truly believed it was Jesus looking down on him. Just a gentle reminder that even on ordinary days, blessings might be hiding in plain sight. Rider's shadow. Footage from a street surveillance camera had everyone talking. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary until a motorcyclist rode past. Watch closely. A ghostly figure appeared to spring out of the grass, vanishing into the rider, or so it seemed, obscured by the glare of the headlight. The internet was divided. Some believed it was a guardian angel protecting him from an unseen danger. Others were sure it was something darker, an evil spirit attempting to possess him. Let me know your take on this in the comments. Glowing dove.
If this is a dove, what does this mean?
A woman was driving late at night when something unusual caught her eye. Pulling over, she stepped out and walked closer, only to find a dove sitting still on the ground. But this was no ordinary bird. It was glowing. Strangely, the dove didn't move, even as she approached and filmed it up close. The eerie footage spread quickly online, with countless theories surfacing. Some believed it was the Holy Spirit giving her guidance, while others suggested it was an angel in disguise, protecting her from an unseen danger, or even saving her from a possible accident. Whatever it was, it felt otherworldly.
Oh shit, you got that glow.
Sacred bow. This clip went viral for the most surprising reason. It showed a cockatiel perched calmly in front of a picture of the Virgin Mary. Suddenly, the little bird lowered its head and gently spread its wings, as if bowing down in reverence. The motion repeated, looking too deliberate to be a coincidence. Many viewers were convinced that this was a sacred act, proof that even animals could recognize divinity. Others argued it was just instinctive behavior, a stretch or a display. But to those who believed, the clip was nothing short of miraculous, a feathered creature honoring the holy. Restless spirit. After visiting the hauntingly beautiful Wilson Castle, a 19th century estate, one woman began to notice strange occurrences she couldn't explain. Feeling uneasy, she set up a camera. That night, while she and a friend slept, the footage captured a tiny, bright orb that appeared in their room, sinking into her friend's body before emerging and vanishing into thin air. Now, the woman and her friend are convinced it was the restless spirit of a Victorian soul, seeking a vessel to inhabit. This spirit was trapped in time, trying to come back to life through them. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.